Hey subbies, I am super excited to share with you a part 2 to the books to read in February 2022. I can't wait to share these books with you because I would fill every one of my days with reading if I could, because I am that obsessed and I enjoy reading that much. Let me know in the comments down below what books you're looking forward to reading. I'd love to know because I love adding to my never-ending stack of my to-be-read books, because it is always a treasure to be greeted by a new book when I go to the library to pick up my holds. Let's get into this beautiful collection of books that I can't wait to read for the books I'm excited to read for February 2022. Let's get into this. The first book that we have is The Widow Next Door by L.A. Detweiler. She is one of my absolute favorite authors. If you haven't read any of her books, I highly strongly suggest that you do. You can buy them on Amazon, you can check them out at your local library, or you could even get them on the free app Libby that you can download on your Android or iOS device. The Widow Next Door by L.A. Detweiler. How well do you know your neighbors? A beautiful house, a fresh start, the almost perfect neighbors. When newlyweds Jane and Alex Clark move into an idyllic house on Bristol Lane, they are excited for a new beginning in what will be their forever home. And when an elderly neighbor welcomes them, she soon becomes a friend. But she grows a little too interested in the couple next door as she sits watching them day in, day out from the rocking chair in her window. Alex says it'll be fine. After all, she's a lonely widow who just wants some company. But when she invites Jane into her home, who knows what she will find there. A dark and gripping domestic thriller, perfect for fans of Shari LaPena and B.A. Paris. Finding You by Jo Watson. When you go to Greece to meet your family but end up making out with your smoking hot tour guide, #sorry not sorry. Being adopted never made Jane Smith feel unloved, just unlike the rest of her family. As her 25th birthday approaches, she's struck by an overwhelming longing to find her place in the world. So in a very un-Jane-like move, she books a last-minute ticket to Greece to find her birth father and the real Jane. All she knows about him is that he was a tour guide named Dimitri. Armed with this knowledge and several surprise boxes of condoms from her mom, not embarrassing at all, Jane takes off. Within minutes of landing, she makes two important discoveries. First, everyone in Greece is named Dimitri. And second, fate might be playing a sick joke on her when a sexy tour guide called Dimitri comes to fetch her from the airport. He offers to help Jane with her search if she'll go on an adventure with him. Stable Jane would never risk a steamy vacation romance, but real Jane might finally be ready to listen to her heart. Will Jane find her biological father, or will she end up finding something else entirely? Losing Hope by Colleen Hoover. #1 New York Times bestselling author Colleen Hoover held readers spellbound with her novel Hopeless. The story of what happened when a troubled girl named Skye encountered a long-lost childhood friend, Dean Holder. With Holder's help, Skye uncovered shocking family secrets and came to terms with memories and emotions that had left deep scars. Hopeless was Skye's stories. Now in Losing Hope, we finally learn the truth about Dean Holder. Haunted by the little girl he couldn't save from imminent danger, Holder's life has been overshadowed by feelings of guilt and remorse. He had never stopped searching for her, believing that finding her would bring him the peace he needs to move on. However, Holder could not have anticipated that he would be faced with an even greater pain the moment they reconnected. In Losing Hope, Holder reveals the way in which the events of Skye's youth affected him and his family, leading him to seek his own redemption in the act of saving her. But it is only in loving Skye that he can finally begin to heal himself. The fourth book out of the 5 is Little Bandage Days by Kira Wilder. On the brink of an exciting new life, Erica, a young wife and mother, moves to Geneva with her husband and their 2 children. She has a beautiful new apartment filled with gorgeous furniture, a charming world outside her door just waiting to be explored. Her husband's job means he's almost never around, and her entire world is caring for her children. Everything is perfect. Or is it? Erica has never felt so alone. She can't sleep, her thoughts are confusing, they don't even seem to be her own. The demands of her 2 children under 2 are getting to her. Once the children are finally asleep, there are just too many hours to fill until morning, and Erica can't shake the feeling that something bad is going to happen. Edgy, haunting, and boldly original, Kira Wilder's debut, Little Bandage Days, announced the arrival of a singular new talent. This story about a young woman's descent into madness is unpredictable, compelling, and brutally honest as it grapples with the harsh conditions of motherhood and a mother's own identity. As the novel masterfully unfolds, we can't help but wonder and fear just what exactly Erica might be driven to do. And we have Love Next Door by Helena Hunting. When Dylan Stitch left her hometown, she had no intention of going back. When her brother gets into trouble, Dylan reluctantly agrees to return home to take her place at the family business. Being back in Pearl Lake after all these years feels familiar, but also brings a few surprises. She's quick to notice that someone new has shown up at the cottage next door. Dylan gets more than an eyeful when she goes to check out the newcomer and meets Donovan Van Firestone, her beloved neighbor's grandson, in all his unclothed glory. Having gotten off to a rocky start, it's not long before they begin bickering with each other all over town. All that back and forth inevitably sparks undeniable attraction, but Dylan's family has issues. Van's family resents him, and neither Dylan nor Van feel truly at ease in the small town. For these Pearl Lake exiles, home isn't just where the heart is, it's where things get complicated. I hope that you're as intrigued by these books as I am. I can't wait to do reviews for these because I absolutely love reading and would read every day, every waking hour for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I could, because reading is just that magically wonderful. Let me know in the comments down below what books you're looking forward to reading. I love adding to my to-be-read stack. It is always growing with more and more wonderful stories. I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and click the notification bell to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my amazing, fantastic, wonderful, fun videos that I have to share. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I don't want you to miss out on any of them. I would love it if you would follow me on my social media. My Instagram is Comedy Creation. I love to share library hauls, book reviews, and fantastic food photos. Follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is Comedy Addict. I love to play hashtag games, but what I love even more is being able to interact with each and every one of you incredibly inspirational individuals. Your tweets mean the world to me, and I treasure every one of them. The newest addition to my social media is my Facebook page. My Facebook page is Papa Apple. I share my newest YouTube videos on there as well as book reviews, so be sure to give the page a like. All of my social media can be found in the description box down below, and I'd love for you to follow me. I can't wait to see you in the next video, subbies. Until then, sensational smiles go for miles. Be sure to subscribe and stay a while. See you in my next video. Bye, subbies.